10 days to the January 31st deadline set by the Central Bank of Nigeria for the old 1,000 Naira, 500 Naira and 200 Naira note to cease being legal tender, it was discovered that the Apex Bank has reduced the amount it makes available to deposit money banks from 4 billion Naira weekly to 700 million Naira. It was gathered that before the introduction of the redesigned note, each bank was allowed to load 4 billion Naira in its ATM machines across the country. But with the introduction of the new note, the Apex Bank was now giving each of the banks 700 million Naira of the redesigned note to distribute to branches nationwide. This explains why the new notes have not circulated well, as customers are still getting a mixture of old and new notes from their banks. However, a top official of the CBN said the reduction was deliberate and meant to force bank customers to embrace alternative payment channels in place of cash. A top banker told correspondents on condition of anonymity on Friday before the introduction of the new note, each bank had available 4 billion Naira to disburse to customers through ATMs and across the counters on a weekly basis. However, the cash is drying up as each bank is now being given 700 million Naira weekly, with the CBN directing that the money should only be loaded in ATMs and not dispensed over the counter. The truth is, there is not enough cash in the banks as we are mopping up the old note in order to beat the CBN deadline. However, the old notes are still legal tender till January 31st, he said. It was learnt on Friday that some of the banks have sent signals to their branches to evacuate all old notes from their ATMs by Monday in order to beat the deadline given by the CBN. This is a new development, as bankers had hoped before now that the Apex Bank would extend the deadline since they could not meet up with the demands of their customers for the new note. The CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele, who was represented by the Director, Legal Services Department, Mr. Kofa Salam Alada, said during a sensitization visit to the Computer Village Ikeja in Lagos State on Wednesday that a commercial bank should approach the Apex Bank branches across the country to pick up the new Naira notes.